guys, I'm here with Colin Cook and Angelo Bortoluzzi, two seniors here at the Kiski Spring School for Boys, and we're going to do a little question and answer about Andy Warhol Jr. Thanks, guys.
Let's do it.
Alright, Colin, tell me something you know about the artist.
Well, Andy Warhol was an American pop artist famous for his painting of the Campbell soup cans. His real name is Andy Warhol Jr., originally from the Czechoslovakia, but born in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Now, Angelo, tell me something you know about Andy Warhol.
Alright, well, Andy Warhol was born August 6, 1928 in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and died February 22nd, 1987 in New York City. That's what it was. He was an artist. He was a painter, and he also did some work with in the cinema with films. He got his training at Carnegie Mellon University in Pittsburgh, and he was part of the pop art movement.
Colin, seeing that we know when the artist lived and died, when did he work?
Well, Andy, as I like to call him because we're personally friends, began working in the 1960s until he died in 1987.
At what age was that?
58 years old.
So what type of design, Angelo, are we looking at that Andy Warhol fancied?
Well, the specific piece that we're looking at are his prints of the Campbell soup cans, which you can see on Luke Gaffney's and Mike Coppola
Shark
here.
Attack.
And he did this somewhere around in the mid-1960s, I believe. Guys?
Colin, discuss at least 3 other happenings that Andy Warhol was involved with during this time.
Warhol was known for his pop art during the 1960s. This was the art of the popular culture. It was during the era of mass production, expanding commercialism and materialism.
Angelo, would you mind telling me what the art was made out of, or also how it was produced?
Well, most of Andy's prints were screen prints, and they would make prints and spread paint over top of them on a canvas, and would leave things like Campbell soup cans and Marilyn Monroe and film.
Phil Nichols.
Hey guys, does his art still exist?
Yes.
Of course it does.
It's hanging in museums.
Warhol's art is also used in everyday stuff today. Such as Obama's campaign, the change.
The Change and Hope posters.
Yeah, those things. Facebook pictures. People Warhol themselves. I don't know what to do with my hands.
They think they're creative, but they're really... That's like copyright infringement.
Yeah, is this okay with my hands?
Angelo, would you refresh my memory and answer me this? Is Andy Warhol still alive?
No, we went over this earlier, Luke.
Andy almost died
when he was shot 3 times in the chest by Valerie Solanas.
Not now!
She was an ex-employee at The Factory.
The Factory.
The Factory. Valerie said that Andy Warhol had too much control over her life. Valerie was a founder of a club called Scum Society.
Oh my God! We're trying to do a video!
She was the founder of the club called Scum Society for Cutting Up Men.
That sounds...
It's kind of like the
weird.
opposite of the He-Man Woman Haters Club.
Yes.
Although escaping with his life, Warhol had to wear a bandage for the rest of his life. Kind of like you see my friend Colin here wearing. Only on his chest.
What?
Angelo, would you answer me this? I've been wondering, is Andy Warhol still alive?
Well, no. He's dead. But Andy almost died when he was shot 3 times in the chest by Valerie Solanas.
Valerie!
She was an ex-employee of the factory.
And
Valerie said that Andy Warhol...
she founded the club called Scum, remember?
Had too much... Yeah, Valerie said that Andy Warhol had too much control over her life. And
Scum,
so...
Society for Cutting Up Men.
Yeah, she founded that club. Just like me and Colin here are advocate members of the He-Man Woman Haters Club. Although escaping with his life, Warhol had to wear a bandage for the rest of his life.
Because that thing would keep bleeding. He had to wear it.
Like Colin.
Fellas, was Andy Warhol a part of a movement?
Yes. He's part of the
pop
pop culture movement. Prince of Pop.
He liked soda a lot.
He was known as the Prince of
He
Pop.
was known as the Prince of Pop. He was
the
really...
Prince of
He was...
Persia.
Pop. No, Pop. Prince of Pop.
Jason, was the artist always an artist?
I don't know.
Actually, Jason, Andy Warhol started working on art in the 1960s.
Angelo, was the artist and his art appreciated or liked during the artist's lifetime?
Well, I don't know, Luke. Riddle me this. Was Colin Cook liked and appreciated during his lifetime?
Jason, what is it that you like or dislike about this artist and his artwork?
Andy Warhol is a good artist because of all the pretty colors that he incorporates in his artwork.
Angelo?
I personally like these from Pittsburgh, the 412, greatest city on the face of this earth.
What about you, Colin?
Sorry, I'm not taking any more questions.
Oh. Angelo, it's been a pleasure working with you on this video. I take care of this head, and I thank you for everything that it holds within it.
Oh, absolutely. It's been a pleasure. It's been a pleasure.
You know, Angelo and I have been fishing buddies for 4 years now, and I wouldn't have it any other way. And
still going strong.
Still going strong. Look forward to seeing you in college every day.
Absolutely.
All right. This is Colin Cook. I have to thank him for being a good roommate. He helped me with all of his knowledge on this topic, and he actually, even though the front he puts on, he knows a lot about Andy Warhol.
Yeah, he's my buddy. Me and him talk all the time.
Colin, he's dead.
Yeah, that's before he died.
Say?
The Rays love Andy Warhol, or I love Andy Warhol, or something along those
The Rays love Andy Warhol.
Ready? Now.
I'm Brandon, and I love Andy Warhol.
Punch! I love Andy Warhol.
Fitz, who's your favorite artist?
Andy Warhol.
Raymond Gleason, who's your favorite artist ever?
Andy Warhol.
Capri?
Andy Warhol.
Nick?
Andy Warhol.
We all love Andy Warhol.
Check out that banana.
I love Andy Warhol. I study him all the time.
I've heard it.
Andy Warhol is the best. Yeah. Hey guys, introduce yourselves and tell us a little bit about Andy Warhol.
My name is Phil West. This is my buddy Rob Werner. Yes, my name. Andy Warhol, definitely my favorite artist of all time. Definitely took modern art to a new level, intellectually and socially.
He really stood for what the art movement was all about, is being real to the streets of Pittsburgh. What it was all about, you know, Steel City stand up, you know, AWOD, Andy Warhol, or die. What you repping and twisting them fingers.
Yeah!
Me too.
Andy Warhol, definitely one of the best artists, I think, of the 21st century. He's really one of the big inspirer, especially when it comes to music. I know one of my favorite bands, The Doors, was really inspired by Andy Warhol. I just really appreciate him as an artist. I think it's really something you have to go see, if you especially go to the museum, if you have the chance to go to Pittsburgh. It's definitely an experience.
AWOD! AWOD or die, baby!
Boom! Andy Warhol, say it.
Andy Warhol.